Hey, now Anthony with A&A. It's Sunday morning. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. Got me something to eat. I'm on my way to the storage to pick up my water tank, and I'm going to wash just one vehicle for today. Who knows? It might be more, but I'm only scheduled to do one vehicle. And how bad? The question is, how bad do you really want it? Some people would not get up this early in the morning unless they absolutely have to. I don't have to, but I want to be successful. So, I don't want to turn any job down if I don't have to. Sometimes I have other things going on and I have other obligations and I have to turn them down, but I try to schedule them. If somebody say, hey, can you wash my car today? And I'm like, what about this day? What about at this time? Sometimes I wash cars at night. Sometimes I wash cars early in the morning. So it just depends on how bad do you really want it. You say you want to be successful, but you don't want to do what it takes to get there.
Are you listening?
Want it? Are you willing to do what it takes to have it? And what I mean is, do you really want to be successful? Do you really do you want to do what it takes to be successful? A lot of us, we say we want to be successful. We say we want to do things, but when it really comes down to putting the work in,
We don't want to do that part. And it really comes down to if you want it bad enough. Do you really want it? Do you want it bad enough? Because if you want it bad enough, you will do a lot to get it. Now, you won't do any and everything. And, I'm just saying like immoral things or illegal things. And some people will, but that's not what I'm talking about. But, it's like, it's a lot of people out there that say they want to be successful, they want all these things, but you really don't want it that bad because your work ethic doesn't show it. I ran into a guy a couple of years back, and he was asking me about, my business, and he was really more interested in the mobile car washing and mobile detailing. So, me and him, we talking, and during the conversation, I mentioned that, sometimes I get up 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and he looks at me and he's like, "Shoot, man, I ain't getting up that early." And so, I understand 4 or 5 is, it's super early, 6, but at least 7 and get your day started by 9, that's what I'm thinking he's talking about. And I said, "So what time do you, would you get up if you had your own business?" "Man, I ain't getting up till 12, 1 o'clock. I'm like, "What?" So at that point, I didn't want to talk to him anymore because he just wanted to talk. He just, some people just like to talk and it don't mean anything. And at that point, I was just like, I'm wasting my time because he really doesn't want it that bad. Anybody that wants to get up, anybody that can lay in the bed till 1 o'clock and they want to be successful and only run their own business, they really don't want to be successful. They really don't want to own their own business. They just want to tell people that they own their own business. And that's just how I look at it. But do you really want it bad enough? Are you willing to get up early in the morning? Are you willing to work hot days? Are you willing to wash cars in freezing weather or very cold weather? Are you willing to do it? Sometimes you'll be driving by and you'll see somebody washing the car and it's cold. And I know you look at that guy and say, "Man, that guy's crazy. It's cold out here." No, that guy ain't crazy. That guy got a dream. That guy has passion. He wants to be successful. He has a purpose. He has a goal. So, man, how bad do you really want it?
Are you listening?